Hello students, welcome back to Biogenesis. Have you ever wondered why you have your mother's eyes or your father's smile? How are all the characteristics of a living organism stored and passed from one generation to the next? The answer lies in one extraordinary molecule, that is deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. In today's video, we won't just study the structure of DNA, we will explore the amazing journey of its discovery and understand how this molecule is built. Now, if I do the chemical analysis of chromosomes, let me write here chromosomes, then eukaryotic chromosomes are made up of majorly nucleic acid and proteins. These nucleic acids are of two types. One is DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, which is 40%, and the second one is RNA, that is 1 to 5%. Proteins are of two types, histone protein, which is a type of basic protein, and non-histone protein, which is a type of acidic protein. So if you see the DNA structure, it's a double-stranded structure. The story begins in the year of 1869. A young Swiss scientist named Friedrich Miescher discovers an acidic substance in the nucleus of past cell, calling it nuclein. This nuclein is actually the nucleic acid. Later on, the term nucleic acid given by the scientist Altman. At that time, nobody knew its importance. Scientists believed that the proteins carried hereditary information because proteins are chemically much more complex than DNA. Years passed. In the year of 1950s, Wilkins and Franklin studied the DNA molecule using X-ray crystallography, capturing its structural shadow. With the help of this X-ray crystallography, Watson and Crick in the year of 1953 proposed the iconic double helix model of the DNA. And for this, Watson, Crick and Wilkins was awarded the Nobel Prize in the year of 1962. Now let us understand the architecture of DNA. DNA is what? DNA is, we can say, a polymer of nucleotides. Polymer. What is polymer? We can say that polymer is a giant molecule made by joining many repeating small units called monomer. So if I ask you in DNA, what is the monomer? The monomer is called the nucleotide. And this thousands or even millions of nucleotides join together to form a DNA molecule. Made up of what? The nucleotide is made up of a pentose sugar. In case of DNA, it is deoxyribose sugar, phosphoric acid, nitrogen base. The nitrogen base is further divided into two types, purine pyrimidines. And this pentose sugar, phosphoric acid, nitrogen base together make what? The nucleotide. If I say the structure of a pentose sugar, then the pentose sugar is having 5 carbon atoms. This is the 1 carbon atom, 2, 3, 4, and here is the 5. Let me draw the structure of the pentose sugar. Here it is OH, H. Here it is H, OH. Unlike ribose, it has no oxygen atom in the structure, right? So here should be what? Let me erase it. Here should be HH. Next, HOH and CH2OH, H. If it is a RNA, then in the second carbon, this H will be the OH, right? Okay. Now, phosphoric acid phosphate group is there. Nitrogen base. Nitrogen base are of two types, purines and pyrimidines. Under purines, there are adenine, guanine. Adenine, guanine, all the purines are double ring structure. And if I talk about the pyrimidine, in case of DNA, cytosine and thymine are present. But in case of RNA, cytosine is there, but in place of thymine, there is uracil. And this is a single ring structure. Now, the interesting chemistry begins. How are these components connected? There are three important bonds you must remember. First, you can see that the first carbon of the pentose sugar make a bond with the nitrogen base. This bond is called the N-glycosidic bond. Next, the ester bond. The ester bond is formed in between the phosphate group and the 5' carbon of the pentose sugar. And then the phosphodiester bond, which is made in between the 3' carbon of the pentose sugar and the phosphate group. Basically, this phosphate group is joining two pentose sugars, and that's why it is called the phosphodiester bond, and which is basically a very important bond in the DNA structure because it is making the sugar phosphate backbone of the DNA. And if I see that this pentose sugar and nitrogen base, when they are joining with the N-glycosidic bond, they are making the nucleoside. And when with the nucleoside, the phosphate group is added by forming the ester bond, they are making the nucleotide. So we can say that nucleotide is equal to nucleoside plus phosphate group. Yes or no? So if I summarize that what we have learned from this video, that the DNA is discovered by Miescher, Friedrich Miescher, a Swiss scientist, and he also told that DNA is an acidic substance. DNA term, this is extra DNA term is given by whom? Zaccharis. In DNA, pentose sugar is deoxyribose. In case of RNA, it is ribose sugar. 4 types of nitrogen bases are there: adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. Among them, adenine, guanine are purines, whereas cytosine, thymine are pyrimidines. And also, we will know about the base pairing rule in our next video. Wilkins and Franklin studied the DNA molecule with the help of X-ray crystallography. With the help of this study, Watson and Crick in the year of 1953, the year is important, proposed a double helix model for DNA. For this, Watson, Crick and Wilkins awarded by Nobel Prize in the year of 1962. And according to this model, DNA is composed of two polynucleotide chains. That's why it is called the double-stranded DS, and both polynucleotide chains are complementary and anti-parallel to each other. So if you found this lecture helpful, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Biogenesis for more biology lessons. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next class.